So hello, hi, howdy do. My face is really red today because I tried to put concealer under my eyes for the first time. Realized that's not a good look for me, and I really like the dark circles under my eyes because they're not even that dark. But I thought, why not? And then it accentuated the weird under eye creases that I have, and I was like, oh, we're just gonna backtrack. My skin was not too happy with me trying to remove that makeup and then put it back on, so that's where we're here. We're at here now. So we're here finally, and we're ready to rumble. Yep. So, hello. Howdy doody, my dudes. It's been a hot sec, and I'm currently on my winter break, and I've been going crazy. I was ready to go back to school on the third week of break, and I have too much time on my hands. I've binge watched too many shows. It's a problem. I have a problem. I started watching bullet journaling videos. They're so satisfying. And so what did I do? Of course, I bought a bullet journal. Because I was like, if they can bullet journal, I can bullet journal. And my life can be organized for once. Because God knows how many planners I have been through, and just none of them have stuck. And so hopefully this will. I mean, I've been using this for about like a week now, and I honestly really like it. So I think this method actually will stick for once, but we'll see how that goes. I find it's just so satisfying and so like soothing and relaxing to just pen out everything and make everything. I don't know where I'm going with things. I keep losing my train of thought, and then like butterflies, like the words that I want to say are just like whoosh, we're just gonna fly away, and I'm like, nah, okay, it's cool, it's fine. But I thought it'd be fun to show you how I set up my first bullet journal. I definitely in the future want to get more creative because it's definitely a very, very basic design. I still had a lot of fun making it, but I definitely want to make it a lot more artsier and creative in the future. Not sure how we'll go about doing that, but hopefully it will happen. And so yes, now we will move on to the bullet journal portion of me actually showing you what I did, not what I'm going to be doing. I'm in the future now. We're gonna go to the past. That's great wording. I'm gonna go now. So, we're kicking it off with the 2020 month overview. So I kept seeing people call this a future log rather than an overview, so I went with calling it a future log as well. I found it more fun to write also in this font, which I'm kind of obsessed with because it looks like a typewriter, and I have a small obsession with typewriters. As you can see, due to my fear of messing up, I decided to pencil out everything ahead of time to minimize error, which with me being a perfectionist took way longer than I had originally planned. I ended up leaving a space below each month to write down more important dates for the month. The main colors I decided to use were gray, black, and this really nice olive green color that matched the outside of the journal. And for the last color, I couldn't quite make up my mind. So as a compromise, I decided to rotate between these 4 colors for each of the months, which I thought actually looked really cute in the end. My next page was another year 2020 overview. Originally, I was planning to keep my overview to 1 page like this instead of 2, but then thought, why not make both and see which works better for me? To the left of that, no, to the right? Yeah, to the right of that page. I know directions. Not really. I have my year in videos. This is sort of just a video schedule that I would like to try to hold myself to. I have quite a few ideas and want to try to be somewhat consistent this coming semester. So I wrote down each month and had the intention of listing each update day, but at the time of inking this all out, I wasn't quite sure what days those were gonna be yet. So like I do with everything, I kind of put that aside for later and procrastinated on that for like a week. Moving onwards, next we have goals. Now I ended up going with making 2 separate pages for goals. This page being more for personal goals or things I want to keep in mind this year. I have a lot of, I don't want to call them New Year's resolutions necessarily, but just things that I want to hold myself accountable to do throughout the year to just kind of help myself grow as a person. So those are things I'll be writing down here. I haven't quite compiled my list yet. To the right, I got that correct this time. I have 21 things to do before 2021. While editing this, I realized I accidentally wrote 2120 rather than 2021, so you know, just trying to give myself an extra 100 years or so to complete the list. Me being indecisive and all, didn't put any dashes or bullets for each thing yet, as I wasn't positive what aesthetic I really wanted for this page. I also don't have a compiled list of my 21 things yet. Next is my goal planner, which is the second page I made for goals. This one I made for goals that are more career-based. My plan for this page is to split it so one side will be the goal and the other will be how to go about pursuing that goal. I find that I have a habit of just writing down goals and then kind of forgetting about them and never actually pursuing them. So my hope for this page is that I'll actually write down my goal and plan a small course of action to actually obtain them and make them a lot more tangible. My page next to that is a favorite memories page. I unfortunately struggle a lot with dissociation and have a terrible recall in general. So many times my memories are just very fuzzy or sometimes non-existent, unfortunately. So I thought this would be a fun page to have to write down things big or little that made me happy in that moment, so I can look back on that moment later and smile and hopefully jog my memory just a little bit. The next spread that I made was things to check out. I have the really terrible tendency to either totally forget the things that people recommend me, or it gets totally lost in the abyss that is the notes app on my phone. To attempt to solve this, I have curated 6 categories for this page: music, TV shows, podcasts, books, movies, and of course, musicals. And the last page is 2021 in photos. This page follows the same lines as the favorite memories page. I had seen it in one of Amanda Rach Lee's videos and I thought it was super cute. I really like that it will encourage me to use my Polaroid camera more often and will display my favorite memory of the month in a place I'll be able to see pretty often. And now, finally, to our January overview. We kick off with the color lavender. I decided to only make it one page because I didn't see much point into making it any bigger. Below the calendar, I ended up leaving some space to put any monthly goals or projects that I have planned or need to work on for school, or any of that fun stuff that I need to remember, because I will definitely forget. Next, we rotate our beautiful bullet journal for the mood and sleep tracker. I saw this idea in one of Best Dressed videos and I thought it was a really cool idea, and you know, I'm a sucker for a good graph. They're just really satisfying to me for some reason. I decided to set it up like she did to try tracking my mood, sleep, and anxiety. I think it'll be interesting to have a physical representation of how my schedule affects them and how they can affect each other. And that is it, my friends. It's still not completely finished, but here is an overview of what it currently looks like. Even with all of my planning, I still did make a few mistakes, but overall I think it came out really cute. Originally, I had wanted to do my day overview more fun and cutesy, but I ended up going very simple with it. On the left side, I put my top 5 tasks for the day, leaving some space open underneath for any reminders of notes. And on the right, I broke down my day by hour so I could have a clear visual of how my day will go. Okay, so I hope you guys liked that video. Hope it wasn't too boring. I feel like most of y'all probably clicked off by now, but if you're still here. So I hope you guys found that somewhat interesting and liked the way I set it up. As of right now, I think that it's a really fun way and fun pages. I don't know what I'm saying or where I'm going with this or why I'm awkwardly caressing my journal. I'm gonna throw it across the room. So, hope you guys liked that. Hope you guys enjoyed. We're gonna try to be a bit more consistent from now on, but we'll see how this goes. Hopefully this semester does not kill me. Probably should rethink the 10 classes I'm taking though. Well, I will see you guys next time, and that's all I got. I'm really great with words today. And now we shimmy off camera. This is just my outro. We just shimmy a little bit. Just shimmy off a little bit. Goodbye, my friends. That's more just like a weird running in place thing. Like, it's more like a running in place rather than an actual shimmy. I can't shimmy very well, I've found. It's not great, especially because that's in my choreography that I have to be practicing that I definitely forgot half of, but it's fine. See you next week, dudes.